Good evening, and tonight we take you inside one of the most dangerous countries on earth, a place where criminal gangs control entire neighborhoods. And these gangs from El Salvador are now operating in nearly every corner of America. Families on both sides of the border caught in a toxic cycle of violence. It's a special edition of Nightline, Gangland. It's the middle of the night in the murder capital of the world.
Something's going on in the area.
We're in El Salvador on patrol with armed-to-the-teeth cops.
This is a very dangerous place.
Who take us to this rundown police station where they're holding allegedly vicious combatants in this country's all-out gang war. How many people are they holding here?
169.
169 people in here?
169, cuatro celdas.
I'm sure you can get a sense of how small this is, but this is tiny. They're just piled on top of each other. What does it say on your forehead?
El sello de la bestia.
666.
666, he says. Diablo.
El diablo, no?
El diablo.
They're only supposed to be in here for 72 hours. How long have you been in?
Yo tengo un año ya.
1 year. This place, a clear sign that this impoverished nation may simply be overwhelmed. Do you ever get to step outside?
Nah.
By young people who feel they have no choice but to join a gang. How strong is the bond with your other gang members?
Familia por siempre, señor.
This is the war next door. In tiny El Salvador, just over 1,500 miles south of the U.S. border, there's nearly one homicide an hour.
Rapes, shootings, and stabbings. MS-13 has left a trail of victims throughout greater Boston.
Living in our neighborhoods here in Southern California.
And now these gangs are exporting death directly into America.
Terrorizing the city of Greeley.
Active in 46 states.
Mata, viola, controla. Kill, rape, control.
Here in the El Salvadoran capital, the two main gangs, Barrio 18 and MS-13, have carved up the city into warring factions.
And it's a very hot area, you know.
This is our translator, Rafael, who, like the cops, doesn't want gang members seeing his face and targeting his family. Every night, this team from the local morgue heads out to collect the bodies. It's only 9 o'clock and the body count is already at 7. Seemingly everybody is at risk here. We find a 23-year-old named Carlos shot inside his own home after ordering a pizza. This is his mother.
Él era mi niño, para mí. 23 años tenía, pero él para mí era mi niño.
I was 22 years old, but for her it was her baby.
She insists her son wasn't even in a gang.
Me lo quitaron a mi niño, mi único niño, mi único hijo.
This keeps going all night. Every night, you know, 24/7.
So we're heading into a neighborhood controlled by Barrio 18. We're going to talk to the gang leader in this neighborhood. We had to get advance permission before we entered, because if you enter and they don't know who you are in serious danger.
Warning, warning.
We're here to meet the local gang leader, who goes by the name of Clavo, which is Spanish for nail. You control this area.
Yeah.
Does that mean you have to resort to violence sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes if you need to get hard, you go hard.
If you walked into an MS area,
They kill you.
they kill you.
If they come here this way, they maybe will kill us too.
So that's how fierce the loyalty is. You
Yeah.
will kill somebody from a rival gang.
Yeah.
As a boy, he moved to Virginia, where he joined a gang. Then he got deported back to El Salvador, where his gang career continues. Now he says he wants to sneak back into America, in part to escape gang life, because he says he's tired of taking orders from the leaders, most of whom are in prison. So even though they're locked up, they can make a phone call and have somebody killed?
Yep.
And who would they ask you to kill?
I don't know. Maybe a cop, maybe a MS, maybe somewhere else.
And you don't even know why?
We don't even know why.
You just do it.
Just do it.
But that's crazy.
It's crazy, yeah.
And you're saying you do it because you feel like if you don't, they will kill you?
Maybe. Maybe they kill me.
The weapons that are mostly used here by gang members are pickaxes, machetes, and guns.
We're at the city morgue with Munisha Kiley, who's from Canada originally. She's now part of a team of archaeologists who help identify victims found buried in unmarked graves, often dismembered. Given that this is your job, do you ever lose sight of the fact that this was a human life as vivid as our own?
You do get desensitized, definitely, because especially working here in El Salvador, there's death all around us, so we're used to this.
This place is a brisk, efficient processing center for human misery. One technician tells us they see an infinity of death. Every day, families come to the morgue to search for the missing and to identify and collect the dead.
¿Ustedes son la familia?
Sí, él es mi hijo. Hace 2 meses.
We meet Aracelda. Her 17-year-old son, Alexis, was killed last night. Just 2 months ago, one of her other sons was murdered by the gangs, at which point she says she applied for asylum in America for her family. She's still waiting for a response.
Está dura la situación. Pues me siento doliente. Corazón, mire. Y están matando a los que no se meten en nada y los hechores quedan bien felices, riéndose.